profile, we're going to be discussing the deep diver specialty. In this, we're going to go down to 40 meters and we're going to see what we have to do to dive deep. So as you can see, immediately we're dropping down a wall, checking our computers often. I'm around 30 meters or so. There's the wall that we're dropping down, and you can see the particulate matter in the water as you're descending. I was diving with a number of other divers, so everyone was diving at different depths. We're approaching the stalactites hanging from the side of the wall, and right around 30 or 35 meters, right where we're at, 36 meters, we're going underneath the overhang and swimming around and through the stalactites. As you can see, the visibility is really good. You're able to see very deep. That shelf down below that looks like you can almost touch it with that little bit of sand is down at around 210 feet. We're already at 130, 140 feet right now. So really nice visibility, and we brought our flashlights because of course underwater at that depth a lot of the reds, oranges and yellows disappear, so everything looks pretty green and blue without bringing a dive light or torch underwater. So we're swimming around the stalactites, and as you can see, our no decompression time right over there on the right is starting to get close to 0. It's reading 3 minutes left. So our dive master right there is telling us, hey, we should start heading to the surface. My dive computer is telling me too deep, too deep, too deep. Start ascending. You can notice I'm down around 43 meters. The absolute dive limit depth is 40 meters for deep diver specialty training. So hovering around that limit is acceptable, but you don't want to go too far past it. So as I ascend, my no decompression time is now 1 minute, and so I have to continue to ride upwards, continuing to ascend, and everyone else is kind of moseying along on their way. Everyone's diving different. We run into a nice big 2 or 3 meter long shark on our way up. I actually go into a decompression dive for a quick second. Right there on the right, you can see it flashing deco, and the no decompression time has now reached 0. So I need to continue to work my way shallower to make sure that I'm not gonna run into problems. And I'm checking my computer again just to make sure that my dive time is 20 minutes. I'm now at 10 meters. I have a lot of no decompression time left, but because I have around 86 bar right now, that's around 700 psi, I'm totally fine to do my safety stop at 5 meters or 15 feet and hang out for 3 to 5 minutes. I end up staying for about 6 minutes just to make sure that I've off-gassed all that extra nitrogen. In the video here you can see we're all hanging out at our safety stop, and there's actually a extra tank that is hung on a line from the bottom of the boat, and that's my dad there. He's breathing off the tank there that's hovering in the water at 5 meters for anyone who gets too low on air, so that we don't have to use anyone else's alternate air source. We can just use that tank that hangs from the bottom of the boat, as you can see right there. And once we're done with the safety stop, he switches back over onto his primary so that he can do his own normal ascent. We're checking our dive computers to make sure that we've successfully completed our safety stop, and we ascend slowly to the surface. Back up on the surface, we've completed our deep dive specialty, and we're back up on the boat. I just wanted you to come up slowly because we were super deep.